What's up, everyone? Welcome to the brand new Liverpool show we have right here on Napshot Studio. Jif,
Yes,
who are we? We are no longer Code Red. We got a new name today. So I'm
we
gonna give you
are
the honor to introduce our new show. Come on, Jif.
definitely, man. This is a new show. We have previously it was called the Code Rate. Code Rate will still be around, but now we are known as drum roll the Red Boss. That's
Yes.
what
Okay.
we are.
All right. So for the brand new show today, because it's brand new season, brand new goals, brand new transfer rumors going on right now. So this is all Liverpool show for all the Liverpool fans. Please chime in with us right now. We're gonna talk about a few things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna start with first of all the international rates. How our players perform in Euro 2020 and Copa America. What do you think, Jeff?
Yep, there are a few players that are involved with the international game. Yep, there's a lot for us to talk about, players that are involved. We're going to discuss more later on with our special guests as well.
Exactly. So, and the next topic we have transfer rumors. It's that time again.
Yes, our favorite time. This is the only time where we actually love rumors. All right,
Yeah,
we are not keen into gossip, but this is the period where all boys are into gossip.
yeah. But then again, being a Liverpool fan, we are not too keen on transfer rumors because it will never happen, right? You're gonna put your hope high up, but then it's gonna crash down, burn down so badly all the time, right?
Yeah, but I think that it's a norm for Liverpool supporter. Comes the transfer window, so yeah. But surprisingly, this season we are linked with quite a number of players, which I look at it is possible. All right, so we wouldn't know. It's still early in the transfer window. We'll talk about this more perhaps later on. Yeah,
Yeah, that's correct. Jeff, one question:
yep.
is Mbappe 2021 still on?
Finger crossed. News saying that he's not extending his contract with Paris Saint Germain, so probably he'll be a free agent by the end of this season. Who knows? More likely Mbappe 2022.
Okay, I'm not gonna put my hopes high up, because I'm just gonna be happy with whoever we're gonna have.
Yep.
Okay, moving on from transfer, we're gonna talk about the return of our 12th man, Anfield.
Woo.
Whoa, this is the one thing that I'm totally waiting for the next season. This is going to be huge for us because we know we have seen last season where the crowd
Yeah,
being not there and we are not performing that well. And we
but
have seen few. I think we have seen like 2-3 games where we have like
yep, and even with the like 10,000 capacity we have, yeah, we have like 10,000
crowd or
capacity.
something. And
Yep,
it
and
was a boost. We're going to talk about new season, new goals. We're going to talk about the fixtures ahead. Our first 5 games, our opening games against Norwich, and about that festive period where we New Year Day. So it's gonna be
yep. So we have a lot in store today for us to talk about getting ready for the new season. International football is over. We are welcoming back the Premier League, which will start in August, which is not far away, probably like 2 weeks or 3 weeks away. So let's get it started, man.
yes. All right. So are you ready? Is everyone ready? Okay. The question is: everyone ready in our chat?
Come on, heat up the chat, leave your comments, share your thoughts on this. And before we introduce our two guests tonight,
What
what
should you
those
do?
Yep, for those who are watching right now, share this video, share to your grandfather, your father, your mother, everyone in the world. Just share it on your Facebook page, and then don't forget also to follow us on our social media. We are Snapshot Studio is on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, and also the ongoing trend which is TikTok. So we are live right now on two platforms, which is YouTube and also Facebook. Share the
Mhm.
link, share the videos, Come and join us. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. We're gonna lead this place up, man.
All right, so everybody, if you're ready, let's hit it up with the intro. This is the Red Bus.
Wow, what an intro, eh? Previously we have the club laugh, boom, ha ha ha. And this is what boom is. Great intro we have for a new show, new season, new goals. So, Jay, who do we have in house today?
Oh, all right. Okay, let me introduce right now. We have two special guests for us today, two avid Liverpool fans themselves. Okay, let me go with the first one now. We have Mr. Lucas in the house. Let's bring him on, Mr. Lucas. How are you,
Hey
Lucas?
guys, what's up? What's up? I'm good. I'm good. How are you
Uh,
guys?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Welcome to the brand new show, The Red Bus. Lucas, so tell us about
Yes.
yourself. Tell us about yourself. How
Uh,
how do you become a Liverpool fan? What is your journey through all this? We've as a Liverpool fan, we've been through up and down quite a lot. So come on,
oh
do tell us,
yes.
man.
I started supporting Liverpool like in the year 2000. Okay, so it was
Mhm.
one of those old stories lah. My dad was watching TV, and I just like the team in red, and it so happened to be Liverpool. Started following them.
Luckily, it's not the other red.
It was quite tough lah because after 2000, Manu were dominating. So in school, it was quite tough lah. Did had
Mhm.
very, like no bragging rights and all that. Uh, uh, 2005 was a good time lah. I still remember, man. I was in, I think, standard and stayed up for that game. So worth it. And
Mhm.
we've had some lows, but in recent times, last few seasons. Yeah, lah, that's my Liverpool so far.
Awesome, awesome. All right, that's good
Yep.
to know. So, Jeef, who do we have for our second guest?
We have another special guest coming all the way from Penang, Malaysia. This guy
Hmm.
has been a great, great, big Liverpool supporter. Let's waste no time and bring him in. He is Jason.
Yo, Jason,
Yo,
what's
what's
up?
up? Hello, Cortello. What's up,
What's up?
Hey,
What's
guys?
up? What's
bro,
up?
I like the gold ring
Yeah.
on your finger.
Single but not available, bro.
Hey, you sure or not? You sure? You sure she's not watching, huh?
Yeah. Oh, she's not watching, bro.
I just asked them to share the video, so you better be careful, bro.
Oh, okay. Be careful. Be careful. We gotta be careful with that. Nice.
So,
Happy to be here,
Jason,
guys.
everyone would love to know more stories how you became a Liverpool supporter, your journey as a Liverpool fan. Come on, Jason, throw it. Let them hear you.
Well, as a Liverpool supporter, I was during my young days, primary school. Primary school, we all mix, and we only support those who are on the highs. You see, but there was this one year and age where my buddies, my two very close buddies, they were hardcore Liverpool fans, and it was one game that basically Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken, they trash Chelsea.
Newcastle.
If I'm not Newcastle, yeah. Was
Newcastle,
it
yeah.
Newcastle? There was
Yeah.
one game. Since that, and then you go all the way. The red blood running in me is always the Liverpoolian. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always good
Yes.
to know. So yeah, all right. So that's it. We have two of our guests right here. We have Lucas and Jason, two avid Liverpool supporters. So who are we bringing up next? Jeff? Or is this four of us?
Surprise.
Do we have a
So
surprise inclusion?
Yeah, perhaps if you guys stay tuned and watch until the end, we might have either Ned Phillips or Jurgen Klopp joining us tonight. So
You never
please,
know.
please, please stay tuned. Hear us out. You might get a surprise video from Ned Phillips or Jurgen Klopp.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
We have. Let's just bring up the chat real quick here. So we have right here, Said Faris. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Faris?
Yo,
The OG of Code Red, bro.
ini orang kata orang kuat Singapura eh.
Mm. Yeah.
So there you go, Said Faris. Ooh, okay. Teet home. It's coming to Anfield. The league is coming back to Anfield. Do you agree, Lucas? Lucas?
I think
See
Lucas.
this, like, we got next
Okay.
season Raptor back. We got Van Dijk back. Hello?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I think we have a technical problem
Can
with
you hear
Lucas.
me?
I think so. We're gonna move on to Jason first. Yeah. Okay.
Jason.
Jason, do you agree?
Yeah.
The league
Yes.
is coming back to Anfield.
Yes. Yes. This season we are going to be way much stronger. I'm so confident. We are confident of how the progress and basically the new stories and transfer news that is lining up. We hope that what we had in the past season we'll be able to amend and wake up back and be back stronger. We are going to take the title this season.
So it's fair to say that we can start chanting it again. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna
We
win the
gotta win
league.
the league. We
And
gotta
now
win
we're
the
gonna
league.
believe us. And now we're gonna believe us. And now we're gonna believe
Yeah,
us. We're gonna win the league.
exactly.
Jay, we're gonna
Exactly.
start this chant early today. This
Yep.
season.
Yep.
It's only preseason. The boys just landed in Austria, and we already start chanting that we're going to win
Yeah.
the league. That shows how confident we are for the team for this upcoming season. So, yes, we are. Yes, Faris, the title coming back to Anfield.
Yep.
So next up, we have our first agenda of the day. We have few agendas that we're going to talk about, and we're going to roll up and we're going to talk about the international rates. This is basically on our boys in rate representing their country. We have few international tournament ongoing. Sorry, I mean already ended. We have the Euros and also Copa America. So few players are involved in the game. So, Jason, first
Yo.
of all the red that represent their countries, who do you
All right.
think is the best performing players in the international stage?
Wow. To me, being a red, looking at all our reds performed, I would say Shaqiri. Shaqiri with 3 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, within a short time of the tournament, to me he was impressive. To me, he was impressive, and looking of the way he played and the position that he played, the chemistry that he had among all the players. To me, Shaqiri, he was one of the best rates on the field.
All right, so Jason, mentioning about Shaqiri, why do you think that Shaqiri actually performs in international stage, but in Liverpool his form is off and on? Is it that the group of players he has in Switzerland, I would say, gel better with him rather than the group of players we have in Liverpool currently?
Well, that could be a reason too, because every players work differently with the chemistry around them, and it is how the managers bring out the players in them. You see, but if you ask me, my only say would be he has more less game time, and for him to basically really get up onto his 2 feet is because he's more like a super sub. He comes in most of the time on sub.
Yeah.
He rarely starts at 90 minutes. So we should give him more playing time. Seriously, we should really give him more playing time to see how the way he performs and how basically he's at the right spot to be where he needs to slot into the goal. I believe he should be given a chance and more playing time.
Yes. Yes. I agree. I agree with Jason right there. I think we are underutilizing Shaqiri for the
Yeah.
past season. But But I wouldn't say that he will get the place in our first 11 straight away because of our midfield trio of Thiago, Fabinho, and Henderson. So maybe once in a while, maybe he could come in and chip in some goals when Salah is not performing or something. But I do think that we need to keep Shaqiri.
Yes, indeed. We definitely need, because if to me, if your first 11 can be the best, we should always have the bench as strong as the first 11s.
Exactly, correct.
Yeah.
So Lucas, what do you think, Lucas? Well, by the way, Lucas, welcome back to the stream.
Hey,
Okay.
can you all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear,
Yes.
loud and clear.
Okay.
All right. So Lucas, what do you think? Who's the top performer in Euro and maybe not just in Euro, maybe the Copa America, because our Brazilian boys were there as well. They went into the final, but none of them
Yeah.
played in the final except for Firmino, who came on, I think, like in the 65th minute or something. So what do you think, Lucas?
I mean, for Brazil at least, like that's why they lost, lah. Because they didn't play Fabinho, and I mean, Fabinho should have been in that midfield, lah. Firmino, Alisson, obviously I would say Alisson should start, but if Fabinho started, I think we would have beat Argentina, lah. But personally, best player we had for me, I think was Robertson, lah. I know Scotland, uh, you know, didn't make it past the group stage, right? But
Mhm.
Robertson was everywhere. Like I think he had the most crosses or the most accurate passes or something, and he only played 3 games. Like
Yeah.
if you watch the games, he was just everywhere, creating. He was in the box sometimes, taking shots on. So he was the most exciting lah for me. I really enjoy watching Robertson. So
Okay, but we do have one commenters here. Jordan Henderson for having winning rate of 100% when he's on field until final whistle. Haha. That's a fact, That's a
Yep.
fact.
Yeah.
He played all
Yep.
5 games. Not all 5 games. How many games did they play? I think they played 7 or 8 games, but he played 5 games, all coming in as a substitute. But
Substitute, yeah.
100% winning rate until the Azuri, until we make the pasta out of them, man. So yeah, okay. So let's talk about Jordan Henderson. So Jason, what do you think should England use more Henderson, or do you think that Henderson is not ready yet because of his injury, because he played for Liverpool? I think the last he played for Liverpool was in February. So maybe that's the reason. That's the main reason why he haven't started all the game for England.
Exactly. You see, looking at the track record of how Henderson was performing well until his injury, and him being injured and not getting the proper full 90 minutes play, and even though if you see how England has placed him only on the second halves most of the time, most of the games, but as per what the comment says, when he is in, it was 100% win rate. So if to me, he should have probably started after 2 games. They should have started him there, being in the midfield.
But then again, you see, if you watch England play, right, I think Phillips and Rice, I think they have done amazing in the tournament. So maybe that's why Gareth Southgate prefer to stick on with Rice and Phillips instead of Hendo.
Henderson
agree?
could have done better.
Agree, because looking at the whole England squad, especially in their midfield area, England have a very young squad, squad where their players are inexperienced in major tournaments. And in
Yeah.
these kind of tournaments, for you to win games or to win trophies, you need leadership in the team. And for me, I always believe that midfield is one of the most important part of the whole team, because that's where you build up and that's where you come down to help the defense as well. And having Henderson there will be a big advantage for England, because he's not only a captain for Liverpool, he's a captain winning titles with his club. So that leadership is very important. And the fact that Kevin Phillips and also Declan Rice played well, but I still think England miss out on the leadership in the squad, and Henderson is the answer.
Correct. Okay. What about our Brazilian boys, Fabinho, Alisson, and Firmino? They have done well. They've reached a final. So what do you think? Let's forget about Euro for a while. Let's talk about Copa America. What do you think, Lucas? Do you follow Copa America? Because
little bit lah. Won't lie.
Okay,
Just-
Lucas.
I only, yeah.
just to give you, I go straight to the point, lah. Brazil feel Fred ahead of Fabinho in the final against Argentina.
I can see Jason
Share
laughing
your
there.
thoughts. Fred ahead of Fabinho.
I mean, this goes back to what I was saying just now, lah. That's why they lost. Brazil had no idea why they would have done that. I mean, Fred had, I don't know why his stats for the game were like 0 key passes, and I don't know what he was doing in the game. I mean, I watched that game. I watched for sure, and I don't know what he was doing.
You're not
Even
saying this just because he's a scum, right? Are you sure, Lucas? Are you sure?
it is 8 a.m., so it's okay, lah. The match is at 8 a.m., so it was easy to watch, lah. Actually.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
if I'm being quite critical, so Edison was chipped quite easily for that goal.
Mhm.
I'm not saying Alisson. I do think Alisson would have done better. So, Firmino, I'm not sure because the system, whether the Brazilian system is a bit different.
Yeah.
So, but I do think Alisson and Fabinho coming in would have made a difference.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right.
But
all right.
if you guys notice throughout the international tournaments, Copa America and also Euro, those teams that do not feel any Liverpool players got knocked out, did not
Yes.
win any match.
So what does that
So
tell you?
lesson
You
learned
want
to
to win
all.
a trophy? You
Yeah.
better put in a Liverpool player in, man.
Yes,
Exactly.
it can be Ned Phillips, it can be Joe Gomez. Hell, it could be anyone in the Liverpool squad. At 17 years old, you'll win games.
Exactly. It was a painful lesson for both the teams who entered finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not playing Alisson, not playing Fabinho. Come on, lah, guys. I don't know, lah. I mean, we can only bark and comment from here, but then it is clear. You can see the indicators of how they have performed. Come on, you've not playing them, and it was a big blow to Brazil.
Yeah. Fun fact. Actually, Alisson started Copa America ahead of Edison, but
Yeah.
Tite, he agrees. He suddenly just decided to change Alisson midway through the competition and opt for Edison instead. I don't know.
I thought he was just rotating them. I wasn't sure, so I didn't know that he was like dropped.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not really sure about that as well. So maybe someone in the chat, you could let us know, because
Yeah,
I
you could
don't
share with
really,
us.
I didn't really follow Copa America, but I did watch all of Euro though, because my team won. Man.
But one thing is a blessing that none of our players came back with injuries.
Yes.
None of players have injuries, because being a Liverpool supporter, I think we all know that whenever our players are playing for the country, they'll be back. There's a jinx that they'll be back with injuries. All right.
Yeah,
One
man.
most notable one is Daniel Sturridge. Whenever he go for international games, he will come back with injuries. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing. Everything goes happy. Jay is happy. Italy won. I'm happy. Argentina won. So it's a good tournament. No losses to Liverpool. All players are back fit and they are ready to go.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. So okay, let's just bring up some comments. So what do we have here? We have woo. Wrong show, bro. Wrong show.
But it's okay. You can come in, throw us your banter. You can just share your thoughts. Let's lead up
exactly.
this session a bit lah.
Yeah, we
Cause
just heard
Man
Lucas.
United.
Yeah, we just heard Lucas talking shit about Fred. So maybe you want to say something about it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think even a Man U fan would admit that Fabinho should start ahead of Fred, lah. Come on, lah.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, Gurhaf. All the best Liverpool next season. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You guys have to go and train to kick the penalty also, lah.
Oops.
Yeah. I pity England for having them on the squad. Ouch.
It's
All right, we have
going to Villa Park lah, Faris. Faris, we're not saying that the Premier League title is going to Villa Park. I'm not sure even if the League Cup will be ending up in Villa Park or not. And he's talking about the league title. Come on lah. All you have are-
Okay. No disrespect to Villa, but I think if Villa without Grealish, they're gonna suffer. I think Villa will struggle without Grealish if Grealish decided to leave next season. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's the connecting
Yeah.
point for them.
Yep. So we have here Marlon will be a good buy. Okay, we'll get back to that when we go to our transfer agendas. For now, we need to. Okay, let's just move on to next comment. All right, we have Garshan here. I wonder who this is.
Jason, do you know?
Jason, you got a fan, Jason?
Yes, Uncle Garshan.
All right, Jason, I'm gonna let you read this comment, Jason.
All right, hi guys, this is your favorite diehard fans. 100% will be in Champions League by miles. You know, walk alone. Cheers, Jason. Miss all of you. Agim, you know, walk alone. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Garshan.
By the
Yeah,
way,
he's a diehard fan. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Garshan is Jeef's dad, eh? I mean, my dad as well. Right. Moving on, we have Jeef. You want to take this on, Jeef? What are your thoughts on this?
Pickford out for the whole season after Everton versus Liverpool.
Is this a revenge season? Are we going for the revenge?
Nah, as a Liverpool fan, we are the bigger person. We don't wish injuries on players.
Yeah.
You know, what happens. He said it's not intentionally. If it is intentionally, let be it. It just showcased that there's no professionalism in him if he said it's intentionally. But for me, no, I don't wish that upon a player. But I would love a revenge would be Van Dijk scoring against Everton. That would be a sweet revenge for Van Dijk and also for Liverpool, man.
Okay,
sorry.
yeah. And I mean,
No,
Lucas, go ahead.
I think we already got our revenge, like, you know, we finished, we got Champions League football and they finished outside the top 10 when, you know, they were supposedly going to challenge for top 4 last season.
Hey, they were the champions for the past for the first 5 games.
Yeah, exactly. They were the top, yeah.
Quick one. Now Everton is not the same anymore. We have our senior Rafa Benitez in Everton.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's an interesting one. Okay. Jason, what do you think about Benitez to Everton? What are your thoughts? Your honest opinion?
It is very disappointing to see him take up the job. Yeah, I mean, what he has done for Liverpool. I mean, that is basically it's what in the front. You know, when he gets an offer from a club like that, with him not having any managing jobs at the moment, he will pick up anything that's right in front of him. But to Everton, come on, guys. Come on, we had Benitez in so many Liverpool events, commemorating Liverpool events, all our
Hillsborough.
Hillsborough's 96 events. Every time you'll see Benitez there, and then now sitting in the Blues, that's disappointing.
Yeah, seeing him in blue is just a sight for sore eyes.
Yes.
It is disappointing to you now, but you never knew what is his intention or agenda. Who knows? Next season you see them in the championship, and then he resigns. He leaves the club, and he will leave the club as a legend to Liverpool once again, creating history for Liverpool Football Club. You never know, man.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Jason's sentiment there about Benitez?
To be honest, I thought like it would be a lot more painful, right? But when he joined, I don't know. It's like the guy really loves the city, right? And I think like there were stories about, you know, how his kids are still here, growing up here and stuff like that. So it doesn't really affect me that much. I think also because Everton are not in anywhere close to us, so you know it doesn't really affect me that much. If it was Man U or something, different story lah. I guess maybe that made it easier lah.
Yeah lah. Jeef, I think a man's gotta eat lah. Huh?
Yeah. For me, what he's done for the club is beyond words. He contributed so much, especially you see that guy, how passionate is him for Liverpool Football Club, his contribution to the Hillsborough charity movement and so on. That guy is already a legend to Liverpool Football Club. So yeah, like how Jason said, whatever's in your plate, you just gotta grab it and take it, man.
Yeah, Rafa is the inside man.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully he works as an inside man for us. Yeah.
but to be honest, I don't think we need that, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're nowhere close to us, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we got Said Faris here. All the best to Benitez. He's a Spanish scouser. Merseyside is his. As for Everton, to hell they go. Whoa. Okay. All right.
To hell they go, eh?
Haris being very emotional today.
Yup. Minum sikit air batu, kasih sejuk badan, jangan marah-marah bang. Bagi komen cantik-cantik macam bunga sikit bang.
All right, so should we move on to the next one, Jif?
Yup. So next in store we have return of Anfield's crowd. The 12 men are back in full force. So this was mentioned by Lucas earlier on, that when we mentioned is the league title coming back to Anfield, and Lucas mentioned that with the return of 12 men, this will play an important role, or it could influence the gameplay of the club. So Lucas, Anfield
Yes.
is going to be roaring again. So what is your thoughts? Is it necessary right now to have the fan back, despite the pandemic, or share your thoughts, man?
Well, there's in terms of the pandemic, well, if it's safe, I don't know what this exact situation is like in the UK, but they had fans for the Euros, and that seemed to be fine. So I'm sure they'll have like restrictions, and if it's safe, definitely, man, I would love to have them back because I think everyone knows, not just Liverpool fans and players, even rival managers, all of them have talked about our crowd. It makes a huge difference. So it will make a very big difference, and they are coming back. When the season starts, and it could be all those draws and games where we are 1-0 down and all that, they will definitely make a huge difference. Those games last season that we ended up drawing or dropping or losing 1-0, they would have turned those draws into wins.
Oh, yes. Well said,
Yep.
man. Well said. Jason, so
Yeah.
with the return of fans to Anfield, last season when we are, I would say our form is, there's a dip in our form. We are 8th place, 7th place, right after Christmas. And many of the Liverpool supporters actually said it is because Anfield is not the same without the fans. When we
Yes.
lost 6 games in a row at home after being unbeaten for so long, creating a new history. So do you agree with that?
Well,
Anfield is not the
Liverpool.
same without the crowd.
Yeah, Liverpool equals to the fans, fans equals to Liverpool. So that is how much does the fan plays their role in giving the atmosphere and the cheering of confidence for the players. So definitely, we were affected, harshly on the pandemic, especially when games goes without players. We have the most diehard fan players in the world, bro. So looking at the clock filled up, seeing you now walk alone prior and after the game, that means so much to everyone. And every player's performance, even if you're 3-0 down, it is the fans that basically who stands up and basically gives all their best, even your team is losing, and you can be surprised to see how we have done comebacks in the past. So the fans is a major influence to Liverpool football.
Yes, I
All right.
agree. I totally agree because we have seen in the last season, I think the game against Spurs, where we had like 10,000 crowd with
Yeah,
us.
10,000.
It
Exactly.
Yeah.
made a massive boost to us, man. And
Yes.
it ended up with Bobby Firmino scoring that 90th minute header. There you go. That is
Yes.
only 10,000 fans. Imagine what the whole Anfield, can be done. Okay, since
Exactly.
we're talking about Anfield now, let's talk about the European night at Anfield, Champions League night at Anfield. That is something crazy, right? Okay, Jason, I want to ask you because
Yeah.
you have been to Anfield. Okay,
All right.
I
Yeah.
don't know about Lucas. Lucas, have you been to Anfield?
No, no, man, I haven't been.
Okay,
Hopefully one day lah.
One day
this
we go together.
this lucky chap here has been so blessed to step foot into Anfield. But here's the tricky part, all right? Okay,
Okay.
he went there during the off season, and Liverpool were renovating Anfield. Okay, and he
Okay.
left the same day. The following day,
Salah.
Liverpool announced Salah at Anfield. He
Yeah,
missed
that
that
was
just by
yeah.
one day, man.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And Salah was in the stadium right after his signing process, is where usually they will do that, the whole process of signing a player. So he was in the stadium exactly at the same hour I was there, but it's just a day after. Yeah, yeah.
Talk about shit luck, man.
Exactly. Right after the signing, I was still in the city. All right, I was still in the
Mhm.
city before I catch the train back to London.
Mhm.
When I knew that Salah was there, I tried to make my way there, but it was just full of crowd. So I reversed,
Ah,
and to not be late for my train, I came back home. Easy. So, but it's an
damn.
experience. Many of our oblations and all other fans has gone there countlessly. So, but going there for the first time, guys, you will shed tears. Trust me, you will definitely shed
Oh,
tears. Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
I
yeah, the
That
definitely
sounds
feeling
agree.
of
Um,
yeah,
So okay, all right. Let's move on. Since we're talking about Anfield, okay. Jeev, do you know that we are actually planning on the expansion to 61,000
Yup. In fact,
on the Anfield
the
Road end?
Yup. In fact, the
Mm-hmm.
construction is ongoing. A
Mm-hmm.
renovation has started, so it'll be a massive boost because, like how Jay said, the game against Spurs, and then we have another game against Brighton, if I'm not mistaken, where we have 10,000 fans in it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the atmosphere with 10,000 fans in the stadium. You put 10,000, any normal 10,000 supporters in there, you won't get the atmosphere. But you put 10,000 Liverpool supporters in there, and you create one hell of an atmosphere that boosts up the team confidence, give them the confidence to actually win games. So imagine having the full crowd back in, plus with the expansion in the near future, Anfield is gonna explode, man. Anfield is gonna explode. We don't need those fake plastic speakers around the stadium like how Man
Oops.
City, Man City, Man United, where they have to actually put the speaker and turn on the crowd, the sound, the volume of the crowd, fake crowd sound to actually boost up their atmosphere. So that's what is special about Liverpool supporters and Anfield.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a sad thing to, I'm actually feeling quite sad about Ozan Kabak, because he didn't get the
yeah,
chance to actually feel the environment of the Anfield crowd, the European night at Anfield, and even
Yep.
playing with Van Dijk, his idol. So
Yep.
it's kind of
yes.
kind of sad for me that we couldn't get him on a permanent deal. But
Yeah, but
that's life,
he's
right?
still young. We never know in the future what's gonna happen.
He'll be back.
Liverpool could go in for him again.
By the time he'll be 90 million and Liverpool will not buy him anymore. Okay.
We have Michael Edwards. Don't worry.
All right. So let's bring up some comments here. All right. Let's see. Said Faris. 1 month of not talking about Liverpool, bro. Satu kali keluar semua.
Kasih
Yeah.
keluar ya. Let it loose.
Yes, Gaurav. With the fans, it will would definitely be a different season. Of course. Of course.
Yes.
Liverpool with the fans, like we all said, the fans are our 12 men. Okay.
Yep.
For United, the referee is their 12 man, but for us, it's the crowd. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Next one we have. I know this guy, man. This guy. Woohoo.
This fella, somehow he can
Hmm.
basically,
Yeah, woohoo, go guys!
Yeah.
That Jason fella is no stranger to missing his straight and flies. Oh, I would definitely agree to that.
Whoa.
I agree to that. I do.
Let's give Jason chance to actually justify that statement. Come
Yeah,
on,
I mean,
Jason.
yeah. So I didn't want to lose another train back to London, so that is why I sacrificed. But you see, I live very close to the airport, so it's always being very complacent. That is very damn close. So something happens in the way, and that's it. There you go. You miss your flight.
Exactly. All right. Agim. Okay. By the way, Agim, condolences to you and your family on your
Yeah.
loss. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. You now walk alone, Agim. Guraf. Next one.
Sorry about my English in the shower and watching you guys. Wow. This guy is actually in the shower and he's watching us.
Hey,
And
thanks, man.
I believe Goraf is the guy who mentioned GGMU, right? Yes, he is. A Man United supporter in the shower watching the Red Bus, a Liverpool
Reds.
show. Jay,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
have a Man United supporter in the shower watching us.
yeah, that's why I left, bro.
Oh my god. You're supposed to say your thank you,
No,
not by
I
leaving
Yeah.
the show.
no, I got
Yeah.
scared because I see Gurhaf, a male, saying sorry about my English. I'm in the shower watching you guys. I was like,
Oh.
I got freaked
Oh.
out, man.
I appreciate it, Gaurav. Thank you for watching us.
Gurhaf,
Come
yes,
on,
man.
Yeah.
keep your comment flooding in, man. Yep.
Closet fan, or
Mm.
toilet fan. Ayo, Faris. All right, Jif.
Yep. So next on, moving on, we have new season, new goals. All right, we already spoke about it earlier on. Uh, the title is coming back to Anfield. We have started chanting, "We're gonna win the league." So, Lucas, what do you think? New season, new goals. Lucas, if let me throw this to you. We have Premier League, we have Champions League, we have FA Cup. I screwed out League Cup. Within these three, which will be your priority? Which will be your top goal that you want to see the club to win?
The Premier League priority. We got to get it back from City, you know. So, and last season, it was not like, we were injuries, people say excuses, but we know, and we had unthinkable injuries at centre back. So, now we've got our centre backs all more or less back. So we got to go and, get the title back from them, bring it back to where it belongs. So Premier League, no
Yes.
question for me.
Yep. Jason, winning the
Yo.
title like normal every club,
Mm.
Leicester win the title. Everyone do the title. How about winning the treble?
Yes, that's what I wanted to
Ah,
say.
winning
Yeah.
the Champions League, the Premier League, and the domestic cup, the FA Cup. What do you think?
Well, it's not impossible if Liverpool does the right decision to tighten up the squad, knowing how were the challenges and what were the challenges that they had. The depth of the squad needs to be really relooked into. They have to add in more quality players for squad depth and not be, in the event if there's any incidents, touch wood lah, any incidents of injury that has cost us our last season title and Champions League, it should not repeat again. And I would say that we should really, really look into key players to especially our midfields um, to help the strikers to score. You see, so it is, yeah, it's definitely a whole team effort, but we really have to look into the squad depth and key players, the right players for the right position, and not just getting in someone. I mean, hats off to our player scouters, but then this time they have to really, really make the decision well. They have to spend good to basically bring in good players.
Yeah, you can see. Okay, here's another question for you, Jason. Talking about treble, right? Let's talk about the domestic cup, the FA Cup, because Jurgen Klopp, I don't think he's quite keen in FA Cup, and he'll feel our young squad. I know it's a good chance for our young squad and for our subs to make an appearance in the domestic cup. But what do you think? Should we really go full force on FA Cup?
Well, you see, if you see our past years on how Jurgen Klopp basically treats FA Cup, you
Mm-hmm.
can know that that is not his goal that he's lowering. It's supplementary.
Yeah.
If we get it, we get it. But he would not risk certain players to play for FA Cup, etc.
Yep.
Put in a half squad young boys on the field, and all this. So for me, you can see that his prime focus is basically Champions League and the title. Now we have took the title once after so many years. We should do it again to make sure that we keep on hold on it, but not forgetting our core is basically the Champions League, the champions of
Mm-hmm.
Europe. We should always maintain that. You see, 6-time winners, we should keep on adding into our closet.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well said. So Jay, let me throw this to you, lah. All right. New season, new goals.
Hmm.
So, besides winning the league title, winning trebles, how
Mhm.
about personal achievement? Like for our players, like Salah, do you think he will continue his ongoing form where he has been the top scorer for Liverpool for the past 3 seasons?
Salah will definitely score again. I mean, you can say whatever you want about him. People say
Yeah.
that he's a one season wonder. He proved you that he's a 2 season wonder, 3 season wonder, and now he's a 4th season wonder. He's going into a 5th season wonder now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Salah will always be there. Salah have to start every game, no matter how bad, because Salah will have bad games every now and then. But you need Salah to just wreak havoc on the opponent's defense. But
Yes.
then I would want to see someone to challenge Salah in that position itself, where I
Yeah.
think I might be wrong, but I think we got one gem called Harvey Elliott in there.
Yes.
What do you
Hmm.
think? Harvey Elliott, can he be the permanent replacement for Salah? I mean, like a backup for Salah. Lucas, what do you think?
I mean, he's exciting after his season at Blackburn, right? But I feel it's way too early lah to, you know, play him too much.
Yeah, he's just a
Like
boy though. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, definitely potential. There's like loads of potential, but you got to. I'm sure he'll play, but he'll probably come on as a late sub, impact sub, and then maybe get 1 or 2 games, here and there. So it's too early, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely this season could see, Klopp laying the foundation for Harvey Elliott to perhaps slowly move towards taking Salah's place. I can see it happening, just not right now, lah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in a couple of seasons.
So what do you think is the best option for Harvey Elliott right now? To loan him out another season, or to keep him as a backup, where I think he'll just play the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup.
Well, if Klopp is going to play him in games, like I said, as an
Mm-hmm.
impact sub, then I
Mm-hmm.
would rather keep him. He might get less minutes, but he'll be learning exactly how Klopp plays with Liverpool. Exactly what Klopp wants from his players and the style that we use. And then
Mm-hmm.
that can get him ready. If he goes to a different team, they have a different philosophy and different players. Here, yes, he gets less game time, but if he's playing like as an impact sub or gets a game every now and then, he slowly gets integrated into the team. And I would
Mm-hmm.
rather him stay, to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Jason,
Yo.
this is one good question I'm going to throw at you.
Bring it on.
Our legendary goalkeeper is back right now from Loris Karius.
Oh.
He's in training right now in Austria. Do you prefer, okay, in the chat as well, I want everyone to chime in. Do you
Yeah.
prefer Adrian or Loris Karius as Alisson's backup? I would go, me personally myself, I would choose Karius. Karius is way better than Adrian for me. Okay,
Exactly.
he had a one bad game in the final which cost us the Champions League, but I think Adrian has cost us more, right?
Yeah. For me, Karius has more quality of a of a second goalkeeper position compared to Adrian. You see, so it's just that we didn't have any option, and then there comes Adrian. But then we should really, really, Liverpool should really look into having Karius there as a second keeper option and giving him a little bit more extra game time and yeah, we don't judge from the mistakes that he did, but
Mm-hmm.
when we did not have the keeper and have Karius in the lineup, and yes, it was a blunder for us during that game, Madrid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But 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 definitely yes, I would Karius over Adrian.
What about Kelleher though? Should Kelleher be the
Uh,
second goalkeeper?
Too young, probably.
Too young.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Lucas, you agree with that?
No, bro. Sorry. I would say Kelleher should be number two, lah. I mean, he's had a few chances last season, and I think he was pretty flawless.
Yes, yes.
So I think second choice also, he's not pushed into like the limelight too fast, too much. So I think he should be second choice, lah. But
So, okay.
Karius above
Adrian.
Adrian for sure. For sure.
Okay, all right.
But talking about careers ahead of Adrian's, if you guys remember, he was loaned out to Union Berlin in Germany last season. And no disrespect to Union Berlin, but being in a team like Union Berlin and he only made 4 starts, 4 appearances for the club, which means for me, how I look at Karius is his career is all but over, man, to me. I
Yeah,
don't know,
it's quite sad.
somehow he couldn't pick up the confidence he once had, maybe due to the Champions League final, the disaster. Somehow it kills him. And playing in the team like Union Berlin and not making it to the first team, is it alarming for us to have him ahead of Adrian?
We should probably, I mean, you see, the manager sees them in training, you see, in training ground, so they will know how they perform on training ground, and they will do the evaluation whether to put them in any games, you see. So if you ask me, give him a chance, to let him come back and prove himself, and from there we can evaluate. But for me, I was a big fan of Karius when he was performing for us during then, but just that one game basically brought on his entire, not only self esteem, his reputation, and probably his confidence as well.
Actually, it's a like fair point because I won't lie, I haven't seen him play for Union Berlin. I've saw one or two mistakes that went by slightly viral lah, but I never saw a game like in which he played for Union Berlin. So one thing is, I do think that Adrian now, when he starts, the whole team is worried. Like the defenders, like they have no confidence in Adrian. At least, I mean, you saw that
Exactly.
the picture with Gomez and Adrian, right? When he tried to clear the ball,
Mm.
I think it's a Champions League game.
Yeah.
And with Karius, I mean, yeah, his mistake was big, especially because it was a final. But it's been so many years, right? That
Yeah.
the team might not be, they might be neutral. They won't just totally have no confidence. And keeping is all about, not all about, but a lot of it is based on confidence. So
Yeah. But as much as you guys want Karius ahead of Adrian, I hate to drop this news that Adrian just extended his contract with Liverpool.
Yeah, 1 year, one more year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking at this situation, I think most likely Karius will not be with Liverpool come the upcoming season.
Yeah. All right. So okay, let's move on. Okay, since we're talking about next season, have you guys have a look at the schedules?
yes,
If I'm not mistaken, first game Norwich. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we have the full schedule here, full fixture. So our first game, opening game, Norwich, Suarez'
Can-
favorite opponent.
Can we loan Suarez for one match?
yes,
Just bring
yes. I was
Suarez in for the first game and then just release him
Yeah.
back.
thinking the same thing.
Exactly. Three hat tricks and 12 goals against Norwich. Suarez, man. And what a goal that he scored, if I'm not mistaken, in I can't remember which game, but the one that he scored from the middle.
Yeah.
From the middle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
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 Wow, crazy, man. So Suarez, okay, since we're talking about Suarez, there's some, bits and bits there that we are getting Suarez back. What do you guys think? Should we get Suarez back?
Definitely. To me, definitely. No matter where you put him in which squad, he will score. That is
Exactly.
Suarez. Yeah.
Especially Norwich.
I agree, but we would never sign him. I think because of our
Yeah.
owners. I 100% agree. I would definitely take him back, but it's just our owners, because his age and his wages, they wouldn't sign him. That's the
Yeah.
sad part.
I agree with Lucas because I believe ever since FAG took over Liverpool, there's a policy where they don't sign players that are 30 and above into the squad. So they like to look into the future, signing young players. So as much as I want Suarez back, I don't see that happening. I don't see Suarez in a Liverpool jersey again.
Yeah. But you see, let's have a look at the first 5 games. Norwich City away. We're gonna start away. Then we're gonna go to Anfield. First game ever at Anfield against Burnley, the team that ended our Anfield run.
Yes.
And then we'll head on to Chelsea at Anfield again. Chelsea, the team, I would say Chelsea is the most dangerous team at the moment. They won the
Yes.
Champions League. They're looking good under Tuchel.
Yep.
So good. And I really love, I enjoy watching Chelsea. after
Yeah,
Tuchel took
true.
over. It's the same player. They're the same players, but different mentality because of Tuchel. So I think
It's a
that, yeah,
it's a total new system. If you see
exactly.
how they were right before under Lampard, and now it's the confidence that they build through the system. It's seriously they are one of the title challengers for next season.
Exactly. And then we're going to
Yeah.
head on to Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds United, man.
Wow.
That's one stubborn team. Leeds United, I would say they will have my utmost respect because if you watch
Yes.
Leeds United game, they will not sit back. Even if they are losing or if they are winning, they will still attack you. That's Bielsa's tactic. His philosophy is that. So
Yep.
Leeds United would be super dangerous. I think we played Leeds United in the opening game for last season. Am I right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, we did.
Yes, we won
yeah.
4
Yeah.
4 4
Yeah.
3, right?
Fun.
4-3, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be and the last one for the first 5 games, Crystal Palace.
Our boogie team.
Boogie team with Patrick Vieira as their head coach right now. No more Roy Hodgson, eh? So it's Patrick Vieira as their head coach. What do you think, Jif? Crystal Palace home. Boogie team,
Wow.
man.
You know, Liverpool can play any team in the league, but whenever they play Crystal Palace, I have these feelings that I don't like. Where I always feel like,
Yes. Dangerous.
man, anything can
I,
happen when they play against Crystal Palace. It
True.
happens so many times that we play against Crystal Palace, things don't turn out our way, and if we win it in a difficult way. And Crystal Palace never make your life easy. And
Yes.
with Patrick Vieira coming in as a new manager, we do not know how what is to be offered by him and how it's going to be like. So I think having Chelsea, Leeds, and Crystal Palace, three games, three difficult games back to back for me. Even though everyone say Leeds and Crystal Palace are a mid-table team, but if you look overall, Leeds United and Crystal Palace is never an easy team for you to go against.
I agree.
I
So
really second what Sanjeev said. Jeff, that is very correct. It's when we meet with Crystal Palace, it's always a restless night for me.
yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
just Crystal Palace or Leeds United. As a Liverpool fan, I think all of you will agree that if we are playing the bottom team or the mid-table team,
Yeah.
we'll screw it up, right?
Exactly.
Okay, we tend to screw it up and we'll turn up
Yeah.
against the big boys.
Uh,
Talking about the big boys, October, 2nd October, we
mm,
have City, the champion, playing at Anfield. And we have Watford in the middle of it. And after that, we have our fierce rival. We have the United
yeah.
boys away playing at Old Trafford first. So what do you think about that? City and then United.
Bring it
Lucas.
on.
City and United, you can't forget Watford. Watford were the team that, when you were unbeaten in the season where you won the league, they're the ones
Yeah,
who ended that whole thing. They beat us 3-0,
correct.
right?
Yeah, 3-0. Yeah.
So, there's some bitter memories there. But no, that's a tough run of fixtures. Man City home, that could be an early crucial fixture, that decides the title.
Mm-hmm.
Early days, but, every point counts. And Man United away, they're definitely a better team now. Be interesting to see how they play with Sancho now.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I don't
Did
know
I hear
what.
Sancho or did I hear Hancho?
Yeah.
Right. Go on, Lucas. Go on,
But
Lucas.
yeah, no, I had no idea what to expect, to be honest. So a lot of it depends on how the window works out. Who City sign, who Man U sign, and most importantly, who we sign. So,
Exactly. I second that. Yeah.
mm, but yeah, that's tough round of fixtures.
Yeah. Let's look at the festive period, December. Look at that, man. We have Newcastle,
Ooh.
Spurs, Leeds United once again, Leicester, and then on New Year's Day we're gonna have Chelsea. What a run! Look at the dates, man. 18,
Yeah.
and then we
Yes.
have on Boxing Day we have Leeds United, and 2 days later Leicester City, and on New Year's Day we're gonna have Chelsea. That's gonna be super tough, man. Jason? How many points do you think we will get from this? Okay, let's just
Wow.
put from the Spurs game. Okay, Spurs, Leeds, Leicester, and Chelsea. 12 points maximum we're gonna have there. How many do you think we can get out of 12 points?
Honestly, these are all like you mentioned earlier, when we play against the small teams, they will incredibly perform when they want to play against Liverpool.
Mhm.
And if you see on the past seasons, our Boxing Day, our December to January,
Mhm.
these 12 matches usually on
Mhm.
the last seasons, we will come out of it. It is a wave that is very strong, but somehow we will come out of it.
Mhm.
If you ask me, out of 12, 9 points, nine to
Nine
ten
points.
points.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
okay, you're saying 9 or 10 points. That means there's 2 or 3 points
One,
drop there, right? Okay,
yeah,
is that Chelsea?
one of it, one of it,
One of
one
it.
of it, probably.
Okay,
Yeah, one
Lucas.
of it.
What about you,
Yeah.
Lucas? Spurs.
I think
Spurs. Oh, what? Okay. What do you think about Spurs? Will Harry Kane still be there?
who you asking? Me?
You. Yeah.
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 Oh
You.
yeah, Harry Kane. Difficult to say that. I know he wants to leave. Daniel Levi
Mhm.
won't want him to leave, but
Mhm.
if I had to guess right now, I think he'll still stay Spurs player, and I think he'll get 12 points out of 12 for those fixtures.
9 points. Yeah. Okay. All right.
No,
What
12,
about?
12 out of 12.
Oh, 12 points. Oh, wow. Okay. I like that
Wow.
confidence though.
I'll make a bold. I'm guessing, but I make a bold prediction. I foresee Chelsea dropping off slightly. I know everyone expects them to do well.
Mhm.
I mean, they were playing brilliant football. Don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
a lot of managers struggle in their second season. You know, as teams figure out how they play, as other managers figure out how they play. So I do think they might struggle a little bit unless they sign Haaland or something. Then all bets are off, lah.
Yeah.
But
What?
but for me, I think during this period, right? Every season, this is the most busiest period in of the season. So this is where squad depth is very important for the team
Yes.
because if we are gonna have a very thin squad like what we had last season, then we're gonna be in trouble.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Squad depth is very important. You're gonna play like you see in the month of December, you have four weekends, 4 weeks, and you are playing 6 game in a month. That shows how packed you are during that period. So for me, it's not easy. You have Newcastle in there, you have Wolf in there, you have Aston Villa in there. Basically, every team in December are a tough team for us to go against. All right.
Yeah. True.
So yeah, this is where like how Lucas said, it all depends on who we sign and how big of a squad we're gonna have come December. Because squad depth plays a very important role during this period. Because tired players will be tired, and yes, we need to have a lot of rotation in between.
All right.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right. And we're gonna finish off with Wolf at home. Once again, I think we finished off with Wolf 2 seasons ago, right? Where we were challenging
Yeah.
for the title with City and we
Mm,
lost just
mm.
by a point, right?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
other thing
Okay.
also is January, right? Because
Yeah.
we lose Salah and Mane for
Okay.
AFCON.
Talking about losing players, this is what I heard from. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think against Norwich, the opening game, all of our boys who played in Euro and Copa America, they won't be available.
I've heard that also. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Whether it's confirmed and all that, but I heard
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, I think so. Two players on leave for one whole month. So yeah, Henderson and who else? They are not in the preseason. So
Thiago.
yeah, Thiago. So
Mm-hmm.
they would also not be in the squad. So yeah, definitely we may not have most of them there.
Yeah, because I've been hearing news about the Brazilian boys won't be there as well because they have reached the final for Copa America, so they're gonna take a longer break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is gonna be quite crucial for us. I think it's quite massive to not have Allison in the goal. But then again, I
True.
think Kelleher will do a good job with Van Dijk and Konate
Yeah.
in front of him. All
That
right,
is why
talking.
that's why we need to loan Suarez for this match. That would definitely settle off the game. We would definitely beat them by 4-0, 5-0.
But we don't
Suarez
need
will get
Suarez for
everything.
this. You know why?
We have
Ziv.
Salah.
No,
Yeah.
we got Origi.
If Origi is still with the club, come the end of the transfer window, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. So talking about who are we talking about just now? Allison and Kelleher
Kelleher,
will
yeah.
not have any problem with Van Dijk and Konate. Let's move into our next topic, which is the transfer rumors.
Ooh.
All right, it's a transfer rumors time right now. So
Ooh.
who's in and who's out? There's only one person in, and it's this guy on the screen. Okay,
Yes.
Ibrahima Konate.
Yes.
Jason, your honest opinion, your honest thought about Ibrahima Konate. Have you seen him play in Leipzig
Leipzig.
last season?
Well, not to be honest, not much.
Mhm.
We didn't really focus on him at all. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
because
after
the
watching,
attention was on Upamecano instead, right?
so I mean, let's see how he do. He pairs well with other the.
Mhm.
I mean, with Van Dijk and see. Let's see how he performs with our chemistry, with our system. This
Mhm.
is something. But to have another centre back in the house, trust me, we may not have another issue of injuries, and it just adds the squad depth. And I'm very sure for Liverpool to pick him, looking at his profile and his past
Mhm.
games, uh, he may do well. He may do well.
So is he the right man to be integrated straight into the back line of Liverpool defense with Van Dijk?
If you ask me, honestly, no. I would say that you should take it slow on him
Mhm.
to slowly build the chemistry first, and not straight putting him. This we are not in urgency. We have all our backs, uh, you know, um, in better health now. So I feel really, if you ask me, that we should take it slow on him to bring him into the system.
Yep. Okay. I think Gomez will be the main choice. Gomez
Yep.
ahead of Matip or Matip ahead of Gomez, Lucas?
Uh,
Okay, so I mean, if everyone is fit, okay, then the answer will be Matip for me.
Matip
Because
for
when
you.
everyone is fit and firing, Matip is better than Gomez in my opinion.
I
yes.
agree. I
Okay,
agree.
Gomez is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just that Matip is when he's fit, he's just really really good. I remember towards the end of 2 seasons ago, some games he was even outperforming Van Dijk. You know, but I would say Gomez now because you can't rely on Matip, unfortunately,
Mm,
because he just keeps getting injured. You know,
okay. All right,
so I
Chief.
would, yeah, sorry,
It's okay. Go on.
no, that's it, that's it.
Sorry to cut you off. Chief,
Yep.
I don't know much about this guy, man. And knowing you
Yeah.
as the stats man, what are the stats that you have for us for Konate?
All right, Ibrahima Konate. All right. The
Don't say
first
his name
stat.
wrong, especially the last part.
Okay, I just gonna call you Ibro lah, Ibro. Okay, Ibro. Ibro. First that's gonna bring up is the worrisome part, which is Lucas mentioned that Matip ahead of Gomez in the squad. But if you look into Matip injury record compared to Ibro's injury records, they are almost similar. I'm not sure if this
Ooh.
guy is as fragile as Matip, but he has a pretty bad injury record. Hopefully, with a new medical team, physios in Liverpool, hopefully he will not be injury prone with us. All right. But let us look at the good side. Playing 21 games in total, all tournaments for Leipzig last season,
Mm-hmm.
including the Champions League, the Polka, and also the Bundesliga. He has, in Bundesliga itself, he started 14 games and he had 6 clean sheets. For me, that's
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
You have
But he
six.
but he was playing with Upamecano, right?
Yeah, with Upamecano, but of
Mm-hmm.
course, we can't be giving credit all itself to Upamecano
Mm-hmm.
because it take two center defensive center back to actually make the defense works. So for me, that's good. You have 6 clean sheet out of 14 games that you featured in. All right, this guy is massive. He
Mm-hmm.
is massive. He is big. He almost as the size of Van Dyke. So the total areas won, I mean balls that he wins in the air, is also on a good track, which shows that we have another Ned Phillips in the house. We
All
have
right.
another Ned Phillips in the house where was really good in the air, which means he is also a dangerous player when it comes to set pieces. like free kicks and especially corners. You
Oh.
throw him Ibros in there, he's gonna jump up, pop his head up, and he's gonna get a goal. In fact, he had one goal in his 21 games with RB Leipzig last season. So overall, playing on the playing side, his stats looks pretty good. But if you
Mhm.
ask me honestly, I've never watched him play. I don't watch the Bundesliga. So it's good that
Did
he's with the team now.
did he play against us in the Champions League? That one time where Liverpool met
No.
Leipzig? No, right? I
I
think he
don't
was
think
injured.
yes, he was injured during a period of time because he was only back after Christmas. I think it's after New Year, where
Mm.
by the time it was already in the last 16, I think. So I don't think Konate have played against us, but the guy is now fit. He's in Austria, having a good time with his new teammates. So, yep, I would say having another centre back is a good move for Liverpool. We really need that. Which potentially we will see one centre back moving out because I don't see Klopp needing five players as a centre back at the back.
Mhm.
So probably I would see it's either Nat Phillips or Matip could be leaving. I wouldn't know, but it would be great if all five of them stay, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think of all the departments that we have right now, I think the most crucial departments that we need to to put our grip on right now is to replace Genie,
Hmm.
Yes.
right? Because we did a mistake with Lovren where we sold Lovren and we didn't replace him, and look where he got us.
Yeah.
By the
All
spec,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So we need to replace Genie right now, and who do you think is the best one to replace Genie?
Genie, all right. I think currently we are heavily linked with three players, which is Renato Sanchez, Saul, and also Yuri Tillemans. These three guys are heavily linked with Liverpool. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Talking about rumors, it is rumors as of now that I heard that we have bid for Saul for 40 million and it was rejected because Atletico wants 50 million for him. Renato Sanchez, there are a lot of claims saying that we are very close in signing him. And I heard
Mm-hmm.
that for like the past 1 week. Still, there's no medical ongoing and so on.
Yeah, I
So
think
it could.
we're going head to head with Arsenal for Renato Sanchez. That's what I
Hmm,
heard.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard Yuri Tillemans actually have put in a transfer request to
Mm-hmm.
leave Leicester City. To where? I'm not sure. It could be Liverpool, it could be any other club because a lot of clubs are going after his signature. So, Jason, we have three good players. Renato Sanchez played really well in Euro. Saul has been an influential player for Atletico Madrid, and Yuri Telemans, one of the key player for Leicester ever since he joined Leicester City. Who would you go for, or maybe another player out of this picture? You can just share with us, man.
Um, like how I mentioned earlier, the squad depth and how we have to build up the midfield to feed strikers to build that holistic gameplay for the strikers. And yeah, with Genie's replacement, we need to do it fast. And if you ask me, between Saul and Renato, I would say that I've seen them only on games that are special and big games that we see them playing. But Tillemans is a favorite of mine, and we know how he has performed in Leicester. So
Mm-hmm.
I would. Knowing the quality and how he has played, because I don't know the stats much about the other two players, seeing most of my time on Premier League, I would say Tillemans.
Tillemans for Jason. All right. So what
Yeah.
about Lucas? Lucas, will you go for Tillemans as well?
I think I'll go for Saul.
Saul
So
Niguez. All right.
yeah, mainly because going on what Jason said just now, squad depth, right? So Saul is very versatile, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's played left back, left midfield, center midfield for Atletico. He's
Yep.
played in a variety of positions, which is the type of player Klopp would want. Same way Fabinho, can be used in different positions. So I think the only downside is he's he's dropped the last season or two. He doesn't start
Yeah.
for Atletico anymore. But people still think he's quality, and he's only 26, I think. So that versatility is to me what makes him the best option. And it's also not. I would say that our starting midfield three wouldn't be any of these three players. I think
Mhm.
everyone, Thiago, and Fabinho. So
Fabinho, yeah.
if those three are starting, this play that's coming in is probably going to be rotated and all that. So that's why I would go for Saul.
All right, that's a good one. Actually, of all these three, actually, we will link to a few more others, and I think one of them will be Florian Neuhaus.
Yeah.
Florian Neuhaus will be my first choice, actually, but I think he got rejected, right? He got rejected, or it didn't go through. I'm not so sure, Jeff.
It's all just rumors. I think. Because I like how you said. I heard that it was rejected,
Mm-hmm.
due to the transfer fee.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no concrete reports on this. These are all just all over Twitter. So
Yeah,
anyone can just post on Twitter and just
Yeah.
come out with a transfer news. So
yeah.
yeah,
So, okay,
Yeah.
if you ask me, okay, I would definitely go for Tillemans. I would agree with Jason right there. Because I think we are in dire need for someone to shoot from outside the
Exactly.
box. We need a player who is that creative
Can
to
score.
can score from outside the box because none of our players are doing that right now. Okay, we miss Coutinho. I dare to say that we haven't replaced Coutinho yet. Should we get Coutinho
Yeah.
back?
I'm sure Jurgen Klopp would not want it back.
Nah, I don't think I don't
Yeah.
think the Coutinho's return to Anfield is gonna happen anytime soon, bro.
if Barca letting me go for 20 million, I
Mhm.
would definitely take Coutinho back as a backup.
Mhm.
Not for first team, but as backup in case anything happens to the first 11.
Mhm.
At least we have someone who has quality to fill in the gap. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we have Robbie Razak here. What's up, bro? Welcome to the show. Hello, guys. Forza Italia. Yes. Forza Azzurri. Renato, most underrated player, would flourish under Klopp. Do you agree?
Uh, yeah,
Since
because
none of us choose Renato yet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, actually, I was about to say Renato because let's not forget Renato has experience in the Premier League as well. He
B-
was
but it was a
on
bad one though with Swansea.
yeah, it was a back
Yeah.
one with Swansea, but he was very young at the point of time when he joined Swansea,
Mm-hmm.
and as he moved on to Lille and won the title with them, I think he's a much mature player now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Renato Sanchez. I agree with Robbie Razak. I think basically, if you look at all the transfer fee for all these three players, right? If we were to choose any one of it, Renato will be the cheapest for us.
Yes.
Renato will be the cheapest in the market for us to get. And knowing our transfer policy, we don't splash big cash on players just like that. So yeah, if me, I would go for Renato. I think he has a
Mm-hmm.
lot to offer, especially when you see him play for Portugal in the Euro.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think we are linked to another Brazilian, Otavio.
Otavio, yes.
Otavio. For me, I've never watched Otavio play before because he's playing in Porto, right? Who watches Porto anyway? But
Wow.
no. I mean, no disrespect, but
Yeah.
I don't think Malaysians and Singaporeans watch Portuguese league, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've watched Otavio's highlights, gameplays, and all that. I think Otavio's is so similar to Coutinho, and I think it would be great if we can snatch him just for 25 million right now.
Is the deal including Marco Grujic?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. Including Marco Grujic as well. So I would feel like if we're not getting any of these three, Otavio would be a good choice as well.
But Otavio, I've never really watched him, and I don't really watch the other leagues that much. But YouTube is very dangerous. Andrew Voronin look one hell of a striker when we watch YouTube.
Boronit.
You go and look for Konchesky highlights, skills and assists and goals. You can see Konchesky as a Roberto Carlos on the left back.
But you don't talk about Joe Cole, huh? Somebody will get mad at you.
Please,
Joe Cole.
Don't talk about Joker, okay?
Okay.
Joko joins with what? Jovanovic, right?
Yeah, with Jovanovic and the other guy, Konchesky.
Konchesky. And the
Yeah,
manager was Roy Hodgson.
Roy
Yeah.
Hodgson.
Dream.
Wow.
Why
I tell you
Hobson?
lah. If I am at the legal age at that point of time, I would go
Mhm.
and see a psychiatrist and self-declare myself having depression, man. Having Hodgson, Konchesky in the squad. Crazy, man.
where where we were and where we are now, if you see,
Yeah.
uh, so much.
The
It's like,
contrast there.
yeah, the contrast.
All right, we got from Anwari himself. Wow, the Napshot OG himself. With the inclusion of Konate, does that spell Joe Gomez being placed as a backup right back? Hence, totally eliminating Nico's chances of getting game time.
Very true.
It's a food for thought.
Yep, very true.
Mhm.
Like I said, it depends on the transfer movement because how I look at things when Klopp signed Konate, one of the centre back will be leaving because we don't need five centre back as backup at the back. All right, Gomez, yes, I don't see us signing another right back. Gomez was a right back before,
Yeah.
so he'll be pretty comfortable as a right back, backing up Arnold position. So, like I said, likely there will be one centre back leaving, and out of the list, we only have Ned Phillips and Matip that is most likely to leave the club because there's no way the club going to sell Gomez, Van Dijk, or Van Dijk, right? So yeah, so it depends on the movement. If let's say Klopp decided to keep both Matip and Ned Phillips, then Neko will be having tough time finding minutes under his belt.
Yeah. So Nico Williams, Lucas, are you a fan?
Unfortunately, not. I like him. I mean, I want him to. I want to like him, I guess, but
Mhm.
I just don't think he's. I mean, he's young, but he doesn't look, up to what we need as a
Yeah.
backup.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem very reliable, and playing for Wales, he made that really bad mistake. I know everyone makes mistakes, but
Yeah.
he made that bad mistake, and I know I've heard the rumors that he might be being moved on.
Mhm.
So, I'm not really a big fan of Nico Williams, unfortunately.
Okay,
So,
talking about our young boys, right? So back to Gini's replacement. We might not get anyone. Instead, we're gonna use Curtis Jones as a replacement.
mm.
So what do you think about that, Jason? Is Curtis Jones ready for the big game and all that, or is he still like he still need to learn? What do you
You see,
think?
Curtis Jones has done a lot of incredible saves for us
Mhm.
when we really needed somebody to come there,
Mhm.
and he was there for me. For how Jurgen Klopp played him, more of a sub compared to having him a full 90 minutes.
Correct.
So if you ask me, he still has lots. He has lots to learn. More experience is needed. He has to brush up on many areas. So I would still have him in the squad, but as a second sub.
And just as a squad player, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
All right, that's a good one. Here we have another one from Snapshot Studio. I guess this is Joe. So Renato cheapest, no doubt, but he has the tendencies to fail in big moves like he did in Bayern. Tillemans will be a perfect move for him, and he fits the Liverpool midfield puzzle as well. Correct.
Exactly.
Plus, he is league proven too. Yes, exactly. We need a league proven player, especially in Premier League, because not
Yep.
everyone can adapt to the Premier League. We have seen
Yeah,
that in so many players. So
but if
yeah,
this is Joel, I want to ask you for a moving refrigerator called Maguire, Leicester sold him for 80 million. How much do you think they will sell Tillemans out from the club? A player like Maguire is 80 million. I don't see Leicester letting him go lesser than that, man.
but Jif, I mean, putting rivalry aside, that slap hit has been impressive in Euro. Really, I
Yeah.
was I
Yeah.
was truly
Yes.
impressed by
Yes.
Maguire and
Yes.
Luke Shaw.
Yes. Yes.
Seriously,
Yeah. Especially Maguire.
yeah,
He really played well actually.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
credit to where is due lah. So
Yeah.
let's have a
Yeah.
look. Prem Nair, welcome to the stream. Prem Nair, Konate and Van Dijk will be like Henchos and Hipia. Oh,
Ooh.
Mm.
throwback, some throwback right there. Konate and Van
Henchos
Dijk will
and
be a
Hipia.
Henchos and Hipia. What do you think?
Uh, well, if you see the pair of how they play individually in their team, Van Dijk we
Mhm.
know, But Konate, it's too early to judge. We have to see how will they jive
Exactly.
as well as what is being mentioned here. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Correct. Because we can't judge Konate just yet. But Henchos and
exactly.
Hipia might be a bit too early. But maybe you can say maybe just like
Okay
a
lah.
modern day Hipia and Egger, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Henchos and
Yeah.
Hipia is okay.
Yeah.
Don't what
Jimmy Traore.
no, Ego Biscan and Hipia, then there's a problem.
All right, move on to the next one. Jeff, you want to take this on?
All right, we have Anwari on fire tonight.
Mm,
All right, so he come in and he said, interesting, you guys made the point of needing a midfielder who can bundle in a few goals, because judging by Klopp playing pattern, he certainly settled with workhorses rather than the goal scorer. So, what do you guys think? Are we not getting enough goals from the midfield?
I
yes,
think
that
I
is.
think that's the thing, lah.
Yeah,
I think all the fans would definitely. Even I think that we need more goals from midfield. But as this guy pointed out, Klopp always, not always, but tends to prefer a workhorse midfield. He wants the creativity to come from the flanks and from the front three, and he wants the midfield to stay workman-like, and do the dirty work, so to speak. So that's the thing, as a fan, I want to see someone take a shot from outside the box. But I also
yes,
know that Klopp tends to, he's very set in that sense where he wants a three-person midfield, and all of them are workhorses and can put in, uh, put in the tackles and will track back and all. I think that's the one thing that people say about Tielemans, that he doesn't track back. I haven't watched enough of him to really say, of course, like, when someone points it out, they'll show a highlight of him not tracking back. But that's one of the things that have been pointed out.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So next
Interesting.
one. Well, possibly for I think this is Joel. I think he's replying to your Maguire statement right
Moving
there.
refrigerator, yes.
80 to 90 million. Nah, 80 to 90 million. I don't think Liverpool will go for a player with that amount.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yes,
would
better go.
save up that money for Mbappe 2022, man.
exactly.
To pay his wage.
Are we
Yeah.
still in that topic? Are we
Yeah,
still...
No, there's still, no matter what, there's small hopes in the heart, burning,
Yeah.
hoping. You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just read the news that Mbappe is currently talking to Real Madrid.
Ah,
Hey, all
yeah.
sedih.
I wish I
No.
can give him the.
He is talking to Real Madrid to tell Real Madrid, get away. I'm heading to Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Yeah.
telling Real Madrid. That's why he
but,
talks to them.
but Mbappe had a bad Euro, huh?
Ah, yes,
Okay.
indeed.
It's okay.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Jeff, you want to take this on?
We have just a question to the panels. A midfield trio of Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago. Do you all really need a GD replacement when Curtis is looking and hoping for a chance?
Yep. I think we spoke about that earlier. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yes, it's important for us to still look for a replacement for Genie, because, like how I said, looking at the fixtures, we have 6 games in December, we have multiple games with champions. That fixtures itself is only in the Premier League, and as we advance in the FA Cup and also the Champions League, it's going to be more packed. All right,
Yes.
that's where we need more players. Curtis Jones
Players.
alone couldn't cover Fabinho, couldn't cover Hendo, couldn't cover Thiago. We have Oxlade, yes, we have Oxlade, we have Keita in the house, but again, if you ask me, I would say I'm not sure about Oxlade and Keita being in the club still coming season. So we really need a backup so that we can boost up. We have Milner, who is aging, a very experienced midfielder, but you can't depend on Milner because Milner is currently covering all position. You see, striker backup is Milner, right wing is Milner, goalkeeper. So all you know is Milner will be the backup in there as well.
Mm,
So we can't be looking
true.
for Milner for every position. So yes, we definitely need, in terms of squad depth, I think we need to sign a new player as GD replacement.
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah.
Okay. So I think we've talked enough about the transfer rumors and all that. I think we have covered so many things. But I want to throw out something before we wrap up the show. It's just a simple yes or no.
Mm.
It's not even a yes or no. Keep or sell. All right.
Hey, is this the part where we call Jurgen Klopp in?
Uh,
Not yet,
Are you
right?
going to announce Mbappe?
No mind. You show first. Let me contact Jurgen Klopp and find out.
okay. All right. Just a quick one, right? Before we wrap things up.
All right.
Nabi Keita, keep or sell?
Sell.
Jason?
Sell. I
Yeah.
love him. I love him
Hmm.
as a player, but sell.
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 Okay. Sell. Wow. Okay. I'm
You?
saying sell as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The Ox. Chamberlain. Keep or sell?
Keep.
Keep.
Sell.
One more. Sorry.
I would say sell, man. That guy is
Sell.
doing nothing except for being our face for social medias and all that.
Besides
say
salary,
Mm-hmm.
hefty salary that he has,
Yes.
we still can keep him. But if he's because of his salary that is too high, I would say sell. But
Yeah.
he's worth to be kept and give him more time to play. But then his hefty salary is hindering from other better players to come in.
He's earning more than Sadio Mane.
Yes.
Mhm.
You don't need 120,000 per week player to
And sit in the
actually
bench.
use the facility in the medical at the medical facility. If you want the machine to run, you pay me 1,000 per week. I would happily go to the gym and go and heat up the medical facility, man.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
True.
Shaqiri, keep or sell?
Okay.
Keep.
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 Definitely keep. After seeing him in Euro, I think we are underutilizing him.
Yeah.
So Shaqiri, keep. Okay, final one. The best one.
Mm.
Origi.
Sell. I would say sell.
Sell.
Yeah, breaks
time-
my heart to say,
yeah.
but sell. Yeah.
Sell, huh?
Yeah.
Jay,
We need-
Jason, everyone knows from day one I'm a huge fan of Origi. I'm not trying to troll him. I'm not being funny, but yes, I'm a huge fan of Origi. But we can't afford to have Origi as a backup now.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
it's a sell.
Okay, all right. Okay. So next one is not going to be keep or sell. Whether it's yay or nay. Okay, I'm going to show you.
Right.
What do you think about our home kit next season? Is this a yay or nay? Is this an upgrade or Nike could do better? Do you prefer the previous season Nike or do you prefer this Nike? Come on, Jason.
You know my comments, bro. I'm not a big fan of this particular design. Nike could have done better. I hate Nike designs, honestly. Nike is
Okay.
not for Liverpool, and Liverpool is not for Nike. That's it.
All right. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. What about you, Lucas?
I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it as well. I think last season was home kit at least slightly better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jeff, you're wearing it right now. I can see. So
All right, first I hate it because of the orange sleeve and collar, but after getting it, it's not actually orange; it's fluorescent red, and okay, it's a good design, but I still prefer last season kit over this season home kit. Yeah.
okay, I'm going to back to differ. I love this season's kit. I love the striking orange on it. I just like, come on, man, come on. I don't like last season's jersey. All right, I don't like last season's kit. For me, the best one for the past years, I think, is the one that Jason's wearing right now. I think that's the
Yep.
best one.
Yes,
And
100%.
yes, and the second one, I will go with
The league
one
winning
that-
kit, I think.
the league winning with the pinstripe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, correct.
with that. Yeah, but for Nike's, I would prefer this season than last season. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This next slide is gonna be our away kit.
Mhm.
I can guarantee you, everyone will love this kit, right?
Yeah.
There's no question. There's no question. Come on, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Amazing. By
Beautiful.
far, Nike's best kit since we signed with them. By far.
Seriously, this one is really classic.
Yes. And you can
Nice.
just put it on and just go for a walk or maybe for a
Yes.
beer or two. It's
Yes.
just so casual, and
Yes.
I just like the color scheme of it. It's just
Uh,
I mean
I
to
call
compare
this-
this with last season's turquoise, the turquoise one, is it? Our away?
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
that
Look
is
at that.
horrible, man.
Horrible.
That is horrible, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is
This
definitely an
is
upgrade.
very Englishman design. Very Englishman design.
This
Yeah.
reminds me of those old days rugby kits,
Yes.
with
Yes.
collars and the color, the cream color. I love it. I
Yes.
love it. I think
This is
that
beautiful.
the
This
color
is beautiful.
combination is perfect. The dark green,
Yes.
the fluorescent red is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So yes, we have Jay missing from the show, probably due to technical issue. He's back
He's
again.
back. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. Why?
no.
Why you go off this time? You tell me first. Yeah. You said you
Nah,
like the jersey.
no. Somebody knocked on my door and it was Klopp. It was Klopp lah. So,
Oh, Claw.
Klopp said, hey, you guys started without me.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, have you seen Klopp without the glasses now?
Yup, actually,
Yeah.
it's a breaking news,
Yeah.
transfer breaking news, where Klopp's glasses has left the club.
Yeah. I heard some rumors that he actually did that LASIK surgery. I think Lucas, you did that as well, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I was looking. I noticed also. I was trying to find out online, whether he was using
Mhm.
contacts or he got laser eye surgery, but couldn't find anything like concrete. So
Yeah, man. I heard the news that he's gonna ditch the glasses for good now. But it's not the same, man, without the glasses
yeah, he
for Klopp.
looks like he's
Right.
missing something.
Yeah, and he put on some weight as well.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. The
He's having
holidays
a
has
good
given.
life. I saw him on a yacht with his beer belly and also cigar. Oh, having a good time, man.
I saw
yeah,
I saw
he
I saw Origi there as well.
Origi, he must be the guy cleaning the boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last comment for the day. We have good show, boys and Jay. Keep up with the Victoria's Secret look. Having that green wings clip to your back definitely has enhanced the show. Jeff, I still hate you for sharing an Arsenal meme.
Yes, Hibernian 2, Arsenal 1.
By the way, this guy is an avid Arsenal fan. He's a gooner.
Alright.
They just lost last night against Hibernian. So all the best.
Yeah.
All right, with that, we're gonna wrap up the show. All right. So Jason, Lucas, it's been a pleasure. It was a pleasure having you guys here. So Lucas, Jason, thank you once again. We're definitely gonna have you back for the show. You guys have been amazing. We have talked about transfer. We have talked about the next season features. We have talked about Origi. We have talked about Klopp's ditching his
Glasses
glasses.
in the club.
Everything we have talked about it. But we're gonna get back to the next show once again once the season kicked off. So I'm waiting for it. So it's gonna be good. Any last word, Lucas?
hopefully we'll have transfer. We sign someone by the next show.
Yep.
Confirm some new transfers.
That's a good one. Jason, any last word?
All right. This season, let's do it. You'll never walk alone. We will definitely take back the title this season.
Okay. All right. Jeff?
Yup, I would like to apologize that Jurgen Klopp couldn't make it to the show today, as promised at the beginning of the show. But he said if we get more views in the future, he would definitely join in and make a special appearance. So keep sharing, like the video, support us. Go to Napshot Studio Facebook page, click like, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and also TikTok. You never walk alone, guys.
What are you looking for, Jason?
All right. No, I was looking for Jurgen Klopp. He's knocking on my window.
On your window. Klopp
Yeah.
to you, is it? All right, with that, this is the Red Bus, the first episode of the Red Bus. We'll see you again soon. Everyone, take care. You never walk alone. Ciao.
Thank you.